Hello everyone, my name is Neha and I am from ECE 6SAM. Today I am giving the presentation on the topic optical fiber cable. So, first of all we will talk about the introduction of the optical fiber, then the structure of optical fiber, then working principle of optical fiber communication system, then classification of optical fiber, then the advantages of optical fiber, and the limitations of optical fiber and the applications of optical fiber, and at the last, conclusion and future scope. So let's start. First of all, there is a introduction of a optical fiber. So a question arises in our mind that what is optical fiber? So optical means light and fiber means thread. ऑप्टिकल का मतलब लाइट और फाइबर का मतलब धागा. तो इसका मतलब कि जो हमारी ऑप्टिकल फाइबर होती हैं वो धागे की तरह पतली होती हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आर हेयर, वी कैन टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हेयर. सो an optical fiber is a hair thin cylindrical fiber of glass or any transparent dielectric medium. So I have told you that it's like a hair thin cylindrical fiber and made up of a glass or a transparent dielectric medium. The fiber which are used for the optical communication are waveguides made of transparent dielectrics. Its function is to guide the visible and infrared light over the long distance. Optical fiber cable can transfer information at the speed of light. As you can see in the diagram, that light ray is going, then after that there is a core, then there is a cladding, and the outer one is plastic coating. The coating is done. So the coating is done because the optical fiber is so thin. As I have told you, it's like a thread or a hair. So the coating is done to protect it because we use this for long distance. So here the structure of the optical fiber. So there is a core and cladding, and the outer one is coating is done, and the strength member, and it is the outer jacket. Now we will talk about the working principle of optical fiber. Here the main thing is total internal reflection. So what is total internal reflection? Suppose we are sending any signal, it can be any signal. So here we are taking the electrical signal. We are sending the electrical signal, then there are many losses. There are many energy losses. So to minimize these energy losses, we have total internal reflection method. So in total internal reflection, the electrical signal is transferring. We are transferring the electrical signal, and the transducer is used. The transducer converts the electrical signal into light signal, and after that passes it. And at the end, there is also a converter or a transducer which convert that light signal into electrical signal. So here we are converting it because to minimize the losses. So when an ray of a light travels from a denser to a rarer medium such that the angle of incident is greater than the critical angle, the ray reflects back into the same medium. This phenomenon is called TIR or total internal reflection. Now the optical fiber communication system. The first one is information source. It provides an electrical signal to the transmitter comprising an electrical stage. Here you can see in the block diagram, the first one is source of information or information source. So the second one is electric transmitter. It drives an optical source to give an modulation of the light wave carrier. The third one is optical source. It provides the electrical optical conversion. It may be a semiconductor, laser or an LED. Optical cable. It serves as a transmission medium. Now the optical detector. It is responsible for the optical to electrical energy conversion of the data. It may be a photodiodes, phototransistors or photoconductors. Next one is electric receiver. It is used for electric interfacing at the receiver end of the optical link and to perform the signal processing electrically. And the last one is destination. It is the final point at which we receive the information in the form of electric signal. Here you can see in the block diagram that first one is source of information, next one is electric transmit, then optical source, then optical fiber cable as a transmission medium. It's a medium to pass it. Photodetector, electric stage, and the last one is destination, where we get our electrical signal or output. Now here the classification of optical fiber. So the optical fiber is classified into the two categories based on the number one is the number of modes and the second one is the reflective index. So in the first one, the number of modes, there is single mode fiber and multi-mode fiber, and in the reflective index, the step index optical fiber and the graded index optical fiber. So first of all we will study about the number of modes. So first of all we talk about single mode fiber. It has a small core diameter and high cladding diameter. The difference between the refractive index of a core and the cladding is very small. There is neither a dispersion nor a degradation. Therefore, it is suitable for long distance, because I have told you earlier that optical fiber is very thin. So we have done the coating. So we can use it for the long distance. The light is passed through the single mode fiber through laser diode. The second one is the multi-mode fiber. So it allows a large number of modes for light ray traveling through it. The core diameter is 4 and that of the cladding is 7. The relative refractive index difference is also large than the single mode fiber. There is a signal degradation due to a multi-mode dispersion. It is not suitable for the long distance communication due to a large dispersion and attenuation signal. So as compared to single mode, the multi-mode is not suitable for a long distance communication because due to the large dispersion and attenuation of a signal. Now there are indexes. The first index is step index fiber. So what is step index fiber? The refractive in step index fiber, the refractive index of a core and the cladding are constant. The light ray propagates through it in the form of a meri-diagonal rays which cross the fiber axis during every reflection at the core cladding boundary. So the next one is graded index fiber. In this type of a fiber, core has a non-uniform refractive index that gradually decreases from the center towards the core cladding interface. The cladding has a uniform refractive index and the light rays propagate through it in the form of a helical rays. So now the advantages of the optical fiber: immense bandwidth to utilize, total electrical isolation in the transmission medium, very low transmission medium, small size and lightweight, high signal security is there, very low power consumption and wide scope of system expansion, etc. So here the limitations: system installation is very costly, only point-to-point communication is possible, precise and costly instruments would be required, which accept only unipolar codes. Now the applications of the optical fiber. Optical fiber have a wider range of application in almost all the fields. Some of them are specified below. So first one is in telecommunication field, second one is civil, consumer and industrial application, and the third one is in military application, broadband application, in decoration. We have seen in our homes there are light lamps, so we use those lamps for the decoration. So optical fiber is also used there. The next one is medical applications. So the optical fiber has many uses. In medical applications, it is also used. For example, endoscopy through which in endoscopy the inspection of our stomach is done. So the wire is kept inside our stomach through the mouth for the inspection. So there the optical fiber is used. The next one is in mining application, and the last one is in space applications. So now the conclusion. At the last, it has some negatives also, but it is an unavoidable fact that optical fiber has revolutionized the field of communication. As soon as the computers will be capable of processing optical signals, the total arena of the communication will be opticalized immediately. Optic has many advantages in telecommunication. I have told you that earlier. It is used to transmit the multiple Ethernet data over the optical fiber in a digital domain. The next one is the fiber optics communication industry is an ever evolving one. The growth experienced by the industry has been enormous, and there is still much work to be done to support the need for the faster data rates. Here the future scope of optical fiber. Fiber optics communication is definitely the future scope of a data communication. The evolution of the fiber optics communication has been driven by the advancement in the technology and increased demand for optic communication. So here we see the future scopes. So first one is all optical communication networks. We can use optical fiber in this. Then intelligent optical transmission network, multi-terabit optical networks, ultra long haul optical transmission, improvements in laser technology, and the last one is laser neural network modes. So thank you.